Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. So if you don't want to do plank today, this one can be awkward, but what's great is you're in the privacy of your own home. Like, it's awkward sometimes when people are watching you, but if you're prone to having kind of like a tight jaw or you grind your teeth, one of the exercises that's good for that is actually yawning. So not because my plank story is at all dull, but you're just gonna make yourself yawn. And you can also just mimic it, like act like you're gonna yawn. You probably will start yawning and shoot for like 8 times. You might not get through 8 in this plank, but that in and of itself can be a great exercise for releasing here. It's sort of a forced yawn. Again, it might actually become a yawn. Let it. All right. Otherwise, you're trying plank or another movement. So, for today's plank, I was thinking about how cold it was Saturday and cold weather planks. And I thought of how when Matt and I travel, whenever we go someplace new where there's a new body of water, whether major like the Dead Sea or the Mediterranean Sea, or like we've hiked to a waterfall and there's a pool of water, Matt likes to get into the body of water. And I like that too. Like, if I were at a new location, I'd want to be like, I have been in this body of water. I'd want to be able to come home and say that. But I'm a little more discriminating. If the water's too cold, or it's too cold outside, or if we are hiking somewhere and I'm going to be wet for a long time before I can change, I won't go in the water. So years ago, we were hiking a glacier in northern Patagonia, and it was just me and Matt, but we had a female guide and 2 male guides. And I don't really remember or understand why we had so many handlers for just the 2 of us. But we were hiking this glacier, and it's beautiful. It's cool. You're walking along a glacier, and there were these fissures, some of which were filled with water, and these like small holes of water from the ice. And one of the male guides mentioned that some guys from, I want to say Sweden, I'm not sure, had gone swimming in one of the fissures. And Matt was like, oh, you can do that? And he gets all excited. Now, the female guide is not into this. She's like, I think this is a bad idea. It goes down like at least 2 miles. The water's freezing. You have to get in and off. It's not like there's a beach. You have to get in and off on the ice, so you'll be wet and slippery and cold, and we still have to hike back. So they decide that on the hike back, if there's one towards the end, Matt will get in this fissure. And so Matt strips down to his underwear to get in. The female guide walks away, probably in part because of that, but I honestly think she was scared like this was going to go badly and she didn't want to be witness to it. And the 2 guys kind of help him in and out. He stays in a beat because it's freezing. It's glacier ice water, basically. And then like pulls himself out sort of like a seal onto the ice because there's no ledge. The second you're in, it's just sheer and deep. And when he gets out, one of the guys is like, wow, I can't believe you did that. And Matt's like, why? You've seen people do it before. And he was like, well, I heard these Swedish guys did it. I've never seen anybody do it. Which, in fairness, I don't know if Matt had that information in advance, if it would have changed his mind. Because, again, he likes to get in the water wherever we go. But he survived. He got in and out, and it was just another water to check off. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, keep moving.